Thanks very much, Chris. Thank you, Marty. And I will be as quick as possible because obviously you don't want to hear me rambling on with 7 days in Onpassive. You want to listen to our CEO and our COO, Ash Mufareh and Mohammed Kamal. So I will be as quick as possible. But as always on 360, we do a roundup of the week and bring you back up to date with what has been going on in Onpassive lands. So let's go back to the 31st of January. That was a whole week ago. And as Chris has said, he was in texting Ash Mufareh and going through a few things which he brought on 360 last week. And all these information that he brought is in your OFounders back office under the update section. This was written extremely quickly last week by our fantastic quartet, Dan Street, Daryl Cook, Janet Butler and Peter Sarer. They are our resident recappers on the written side, and they brought it what was said yesterday last week. But to just to reiterate, it was about payments coming to an end, the crypto staying for a couple more days, and also the start of the payments. So all good news last Wednesday. Thursday, what happened on the 1st of February? Chris had a fall. That's what happened last Thursday. He might think it was 2 weeks ago, but it was actually only Thursday. We got to hear it. And as he has told you, he had a couple of broken ribs and a collapsed lung. An outpouring of good wishes and get wells came on Thursday of last week and continued all week as well. And he, as you can see, he is coming back now. He's going to be back in his RV very, very shortly. Also, what happened on the Thursday the 1st, you would have noticed in your OES accounts that the standardization of the 10-day extension, and you all got notifications of this, by the way, in your OES in OMail form, also in the notifications as well of an extension of 10 days for OConnect. And this was put all together. Some of us ran out on the 29th of January, some of the 30th and some of the 31st. This is all standardized to a 10-day period to the 10th of February. You might have noticed that, or you might not have, but that happened on Thursday. Friday then, the 2nd of February, we had a message from Chris confirming that he was okay, and this came from our very good Marty D'Agamo. There, he put this out in a audio on YouTube just to reassure us that you were okay, Chris, and thank God you are, which is good. Saturday, very sad day in Onpassive for many of us on Saturday, and we lost a fantastic leader, mentor, storyteller in the Indian community, and that was Dr. Idris Modi. He'd been with Onpassive an awful long time. Funnily enough, I was looking over some messages from 2020, actually, when he visited Hyderabad with a contingent of many people from Pakistan and India, if you remember. And I was just going over the chat I had with him about that, and it really was such a blessing to have him in Onpassive. He brought some amazing stories. He uplifted every single person that he came into contact with, and he will be really missed, especially more so in the Indian community. But that was a very sad day as far as Onpassive was concerned. Sunday then, we had another message from Chris, but nothing else as far as Onpassive was concerned. But Monday, brand new website came very early Monday morning. And if you haven't had a look at this website, I do suggest that you have a look at it. Very different from the others. Why? It has a full video in the background of that first page showing Burj Khalifa and Jaitek's other snippets as well as videos, all in the background of the main page. Really liked this one. The second page, it has a circle that changes each time you click it, has all of the products on there. That is brand new. We haven't seen that before as well. All of these, by the way, have read mores on them. I suggest every single time you go onto any page in the Onpassive ecosystem. If it has a read more, go and read it, guys. This is what it's all about. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge that you have of your business, the better and more likely you are to be able to explain things in the right manner. I love this as well. Also, I noticed that the About Us section had been revamped as well. Again, very much gearing towards businesses now more than individuals. I like it because this is where I believe that the power of Onpassive is going to really shine through in the business community. That also came there, and we also had a brand new update on our OES app. This was in Android. You had to go into the Google Play to update that. But if you're on iOS, this would automatically update. If you weren't too sure, if you clicked on your name in the iOS, you can see all of your apps there. And if it hasn't updated and you haven't got it on auto update, then you can update it from that. Tuesday, then, what happened on Tuesday? We had a small problem with the logout button of your OES. This was fixed super rapid, guys. Honestly, they were on it straight away. And by Tuesday morning, this was all fixed and people were able to log in and out as well for that. I did want to actually just say as well on Tuesday, I don't know if you saw Marty and Chris's live on Tuesday, but if you haven't, go to their YouTube channels and listen to what Chris had to say on Tuesday. I spoke to him afterwards. I thought it was a really inspirational take on how he had his fall, about the steps, and he made that in conjunction with Onpassive and how Onpassive is leading us away, showing us a step. Really, really good, guys. Go and listen to it. Very inspirational, as always, from our brother Chris. And as I said on Wednesday morning, that was this morning, the logout issue for Tuesday was fixed. And here we are back round once again on 360. And we are privileged and pleasured to have Ash Mufareh and Mohammed Kamal. Back to you, Marty.
Mr. Mufareh, you turn